The Liu family thought getting stuck overseas during COVID was their biggest problem. Instead, it's a squatter who moved in and trashed their home. Then came the battle to get him out.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
The answer is no.
And it'll send chills up the spine of every homeowner.
This was a very extraordinary case and bizarre in a lot of ways.
Late 2019, Mr. Liu and his wife fly from Melbourne to China to visit family. COVID hits, they get stuck and can't return to their home in the inner city suburb of Hawthorn East. A man moves in. Is he a guest, a tenant, a friend? None of the above, just a shameless stranger who plasters this fancy sign on the door.
Common law rights entitle the occupier to quiet enjoyment of the property to the exclusion of all other persons. Entering the property without consent will constitute trespass.
There was broken windows. In fact, he broke a window to let his cat get in and out of the house. There was rubbish out the front of a property, the back of a property. I mean, you'd think they're out of the tip. That's how bad it was.
And then there's inside. The bathroom is a pigsty, an entire chunk of the shower wall ripped out. In the makeshift bedroom, what could be drug paraphernalia by the mattress.
He actually changed the locks, the remote controls. He drives in with his new Mercedes and parks it in the garage.
All the jewellery gone, clothing gone, furniture's gone.
Mr. Liu is still in Shanghai. We speak with him through an interpreter.
His friend lived close by, walk across past the house, and then he saw the lights in there was turned on, and he quickly gave Mr. Liu a call, asked him if he's coming back to Melbourne. And he was like, no, I'm still in Shanghai, and there shouldn't be anyone in the house.
The only recourse we had was to apply to the Supreme Court to get an eviction order, and that's what we did.
Police told the homeowner they couldn't kick down the door without an order, says the couple's Melbourne solicitor, Tony Carbone from Carbone Lawyers.
How incredible is it that you have to go to the court to get someone out of your own house when they're trespassing?
Sam, the sad thing is squatters have got rights.
So you must have been shocked when you found out somebody was inside your house.
He was shocked because what he saw was it's a complete like a war space.
The family home trashed by the squatter and two intruders who'd earlier broken in. This house has been almost entirely emptied. The owner estimates up to $500,000 worth of his possessions have disappeared, and that's not counting the hefty damage bill left behind.
If you've got a house that's empty for more than, say, 3 months, you'll find that most insurance policies cut out. They will not indemnify you.
And it gets even worse.
Let's say they loosen some boards and a plank falls on someone's head, causes brain damage, then seeks to rely on the insurance company's policy, they won't indemnify. So you could have a claim of $4 to $5 or $6 million against you where you're personally liable.
The squatter was relying on the little-known law of adverse possession, which gives anyone ownership if they've been on a property for 15 years. Experts say beware, it could even apply if you let someone use your empty lot of land.
And they're on there with their cattle or they're planting their tomatoes and whatever else. Make sure you've got a document in writing which gives them a licence to be on the premises.
As we're filming this story, I'm contacted by an anonymous source who claims the squatter genuinely thought he was doing nothing wrong, believing the house was actually abandoned. The insider also tells me that separately, a criminal gang is operating, scoping out and ransacking homes whose owners are living overseas. We're given 2 addresses. Both have also been targeted by the syndicate.
Hello? Is anyone here?
A current affair has been told there are entire black market websites that list homes that can be targeted by squatters. It's a frightening thought for anyone spending a long period away from their property.
Mr. Liu said, yeah, He was surprised that we need to do so much, get the court involved to actually remove this person from the house.
Remember the squatter's sign where he warned anyone who entered his new home could face imprisonment for 6 months? Well, he was arrested by police but released without charge, pending a further investigation.
The important thing is, as a homeowner, you should have someone managing your property in your absence.
Just extraordinary. Police are still investigating the squatting incident while Mr. Liu plans to make a claim with his insurer.